Hello everyone. Well, I made this whole card talking to myself and the video wasn't running. So I'm starting again, but this is what we're going to make today. Your card base is Orchid Oasis and it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. You're going to need Memento black ink. From the Light the Way dies, because that's my feature, you need, and I'm gonna slide this down, you need the body out of Daffodil, or it's basically his tail. The main part of the Firefly, which is that die from Gorgeous Grape. His wings are from Fresh Freesia. And then using this little guy, and I cut out 2 of them, I cut 2 from Fresh Freesia and 2 from Daffodil. So I have that. My sentiment comes from Nature's Prints, and I'm using the Hello there. I have my wreath, which is from Natural Prints dies out of Soft Sea Foam. And I have my sentiment pan shape from there also, and it's out of Fresh Freesia. And then I took the Basics embossing folder, and this is the polka dot one, and I embossed it a piece of white that's 4 by 5 1/4. So let's try this again. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our card together. So I'm going to burnish my card base. This is going to go on the front like so. Now, I will tell you, I put this on with tear and tape. And the reason being, if you've watched any of my videos, I talk about plateaus and valleys. And if you look at this emboss, the back of it, you got these little dimples. Well, that's your valleys. The glue's going to go down in there and it's going to harden. It's not going to stick to anything. So you don't have a good way for your glue to adhere to your panel. So I use the tear and tape because the tear and tape goes across those dimples, the valleys, and it still grabs onto your cardstock, card base, and your backing, and it holds it good and tight so your card's not going to fall apart. All right, I'm going to take my backs off, and I will get this card remade for the second time. Sometimes we have those days. I don't know why I didn't remember to hit record, but I didn't. Okay, this goes on like so. I'm trying to make it as straight as possible. All right, my wreath goes on next, and I've got a few pieces that didn't pop out, so I'm going to pop them out myself. There's one down here that didn't come out. All right, so I'm going to put those in the trash and get them out of the way. And now I'm going to put this on with glue, and I'm going to add some dots in key spots so that it sticks down. So I'm just going to kind of work my way around with my glue so it's got a way to stick down. All right, set that down. I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to put this on my card base. Oh, I think I did it this way. Yep, that way. All right, so I'm going to put that down, and then I'm going to put a block on top to help hold that glue in place so that it can adhere well. While that's drying, I'm going to take my sentiment, and I'm going to stamp it right in the middle, like so. All right, so that's done. Now let's make our fireflies. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some glue to the back of this. And this piece goes on like so, so that his, well, it's stuck to my finger. That won't work. Try this again. You put this piece on, make sure I don't have any glue on there, and then I flip it over. But that rounded piece goes up where the head, and it fits on there perfectly. And then the same thing is true of your wings. I'm going to put a little bit of glue there, and I'm going to put that round piece up as his head. Now I've got this piece down here that doesn't want to stick, so I'm just going to put a block on top of it. I may need to add some glue. All right, let's do our little fireflies. All right, I want my little ones to be have a yellow light also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to go in here and cut it straight across. All right, and if I have to, I can trim that side up, but then I'm going to go back and I'm going to very carefully trim off his legs. And you're kind of rounding it to make sure you get that there's no extra pieces left. All right, so there's that tail. And I put my tweezers away, and I need my tweezers. And I see I have a spot that's still, there's a little tiny piece right there. All right, I'm going to put a little dab of glue on the back. I almost started singing Little Dab Will Do Ya. Boy, am I aging myself. That was a commercial for Brill Cream years ago. All right, I've got him on there, but I can move it around. I think I can anyway. Come on. There we go. All right, so there's his little body on there. Didn't want to move for me for some reason, but it is now. All right, we're going to do the same thing with this one. Straight across. And I'm going to trim him up. Get these legs off and that extra piece. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get this last one on here. A little bit of glue on here. All right. Didn't want to release. Put my tips back on. I don't want to lose that. Those things are sharp. All right, I've got all my pieces. Let's put this one together now. Okay, all of these are going on with dimensionals. So I'm going to take a dimensional and put it here, a dimensional here, and here, and I gotta cut some more. I still have my little tiny strip that I used to cut for the back of those. All right, there's all of that. I'm going to put I always forget to do that, and then it clogs up on me, and I wonder why. All right, now I'm going to cut this end. I'm going to cut a little piece of that, and a little piece of that, and they're going to go on the back of, okay, come on, back of the small fireflies. And it's going to be right in the middle. to help hold it in place. I got glue on my fingers, so it's sticking to me. All right, now time to take our backs off so we can put our card together. I cannot believe I had to do this twice, but that's okay. All right, I got 1, 2. All right, now this goes on this way, close to the edge, like so. This one goes down here, like so. This one is here, and this one is coming down into it. And there it is, another fabulous Friday idea. I hope I've inspired you to pull out some stamps and have some fun. This is a great set to play with, and I hope you enjoy playing with it if you have it, and that you have a fun idea. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that button below. I'm close to 500, and I would love to get there. I hope I see you next Friday for another fabulous Friday idea. Have a great weekend. Bye.